So, Matthew, we're in Florida, and as I'm sure you know, the drivers here can be pretty crazy. And there are unfortunately accidents that happen all the time, even death in some instances. How can a Tampa wrongful death attorney help me?
Unfortunately, at Farah and Farah, we do see it more often than it should. There's horrific car accidents, drivers on the road who are negligent, causing serious harm, and in occasions death to our clients. We work closely with the families. It's a very stressful, traumatic time for the families. They've unexpectedly just lost a loved one due to no fault of their own. And now they're dealing with the grief. They're dealing with the financial burden, especially if that loved one was the primary wage earner for the family. And they're they're looking for support. They're looking for answers, and they're looking for justice. And that's what we're here for. We're going to help to provide them with the emotional support that we can. It's a difficult time, but the Farah and Farah firm is truly a family firm. And we treat our clients as well like family. And if we have a family member that passed, we would want the care and attention that Farah and Farah delivers to our clients. So we're going to help answer the questions that come up from in these unfortunate situations and make sure that these families are compensated for the unfortunate and unexpected loss of their loved one.
I imagine most people have never been through something like this. What should they expect after that first call to your office?
All hands on deck. Farah and Farah has a team of attorneys throughout the state who specialize in wrongful death cases, and we are going to work diligently to make sure that this difficult time is as easy as possible. And I say that because it's not going to be easy, but as possible. And with our help, we will guide you through the process. We will file the lawsuits in court and pursue justice for you and your family.
How do you balance being sensitive to the obvious tragedy that's happened with the legal side of everything that has to take place?
It's difficult, especially because we're humans as well. And unfortunately, we do take our work home and we work so closely with our clients. We feel connected to these cases as well. And that in some way helps us understand what they're going through and explaining things to them in a way that I would want it explained to me. I would want someone fighting for my family if a family member or other loved one of mine was killed by a negligent driver or faulty mechanic equipment or any other reason that a family member passed away due to someone else's negligence.
Does it matter who files the lawsuit? Like if it's a spouse or a family member?
Yes, it does. Florida law only allows certain parties to file a wrongful death action. Typically, those parties are going to be family members and a personal representative of the estate. Because when a family member passes away, there is an estate created to oversee that loved one's assets and liabilities. And the personal representative is someone appointed by the court who's essentially a manager of that estate. And you need the party that has the right authority to hire a lawyer and file a lawsuit for wrongful death action. For instance, if I passed away, my neighbor, who barely knows me, can't just file a wrongful death action and seek compensation. It's limited to typically family members and personal representatives.
Okay. I didn't know that. And what if, like my girlfriend, for example, if I passed away, would she be able to? Or unless we're legally married, is she not have that right to file on my behalf?
It's it's usually going to be the personal representative in that situation, but it does depend on the details and the relationship that you and your fiance had before the unfortunate passing.
Okay. Thank you. What's one piece of advice you'd give to someone who's unsure whether they even want to pursue a wrongful death claim?
Call Farah and Farah. Get the information you need and then make your decision from there because there's so much information out there, so many unknowns. Don't make such an important decision without having all the information available. Calling Farah and Farah doesn't mean you're hiring us. It means you're getting information. And if you'd like to hire us, we will step in right away and do our best to accomplish your family's goals as quickly as we can.